All right.
It's getting late.
Elk hunt, first rifle, 2022 in Colorado with Eric and Shy Shy.
Flip off.
Listening to her podcast. Very important stuff right now. There's Shy Shy's pack. There's Eric's pack. And there's my pack. We have about 1,200 feet of elevation to gain. It's Friday night right now. Season opens tomorrow morning, so we're gonna pop up this trail. We're hoping this trail is gonna go up where we're trying to get to. If it doesn't, then we'll break off it. And we haven't climbed up this trail, but we've been glassing this area for a little bit now. So we're gonna start cruising up and sleep up there tonight and hopefully be right on top of elk.
So it begins.
Oh God. Tired already.
Okay. We just made it up to camp. We pushed about 1,100 vertical feet or so, and now we are just getting things set up and going to set up our tent. We brought about 3 days of stuff, so hopefully it doesn't take us that long to get something down, but we brought about 3 days of stuff. We're going to set the big tent up and then have a little snack and go to bed, get ready for the hunt in the morning. Alright, opening morning. Here we go. 300 vertical feet to climb. It's not going to be bad at all. We're going to take our time, get up on this ridge where we can see this big open field where we've been seeing the elk. And hopefully they're out there. I spotted a really nice bull 2 nights ago. He's probably 320. He's a stud. I really hope he's still up here. Quick update on opening morning. Pretty frustrating morning. We got to where we wanted to on this big meadow. It's pretty freaking steep. We had a okay vantage point of about half the meadow, and at one point a spike bull came out of the trees right below us, the aspens. He winded us, but he didn't really spook. He just kind of turned around and went back in. And then 10 minutes later, some freaking guy on a horse came riding his horse right in the bottom of the meadow, the basin that we're hunting, basically right through the prime zone, pretty much at prime time. And you could hear his horse screaming and shit, so that was ridiculous. And then we pushed up about 700-800 vertical feet up to try and get to the top of these avalanche chutes. And we just can't really see much, so it's we're working on figuring it out, but other hunters aren't really making it easy. Jesus. And neither is the scree. I've been slipping and sliding all over the place. At least it'll be warm soon, though. Sunset. It's not gorgeous. I don't know what is. Alright, our camp is a mess. We are going up for our Sunday evening hike, so that would be day 2. We went out this morning and I had one spike bull up above me on this avalanche chute, and then I think it was the same one that made his way to Eric. Eric could have shot him if he was a
legal solid bull, but he was just a little spike, so at least we're seeing something. But it's been a little bit of tough hunting. Seems like they've been either laying low. Hopefully they didn't get blown out of here, but they've been laying low. We had that guy with the horse come through. That was kind of ridiculous. And then we had, I guess these guys saw, it would be last night, they had a random hiker just come right up through our basin, which is also kind of ridiculous. So obviously they're right to be there, but it doesn't really help us in our hunting. So, but that's how it goes when you do public land hunting in Colorado. So see how tonight goes. We got just a super light rain and some thunder, so maybe this weather will be to our favor, hopefully. Well, this area was a crapshoot, and now we're packing up and on to greener pastures, hopefully. On our way to our third and final spot. It's been kind of a tough hunt, but hopefully this spot will be good and pay off. We are going through some shit. It's pretty fucking nasty stuff. But maybe that's what we need to do. Steep and a bunch of down timber. Maybe that's where Big Boy's at. That's the last morning. We just got done hiking our freaking asses off to come up here and not see anything. It's not looking good, but we'll see. It's been a tough hunt this year. Hopefully something pops out. We get a little lucky. I got one more hunt this evening as well. I might just do some road hunting. Then we'll wrap it up and see what happens. Alright, last ditch effort here. It is the last night. That area that we were just in did not work out either, unfortunately. Wasn't a big fan of that spot, man. It was just tons of deadfall and super steep and gnarly hiking, and we found a bunch of tracks in the snow where a herd had dumped into that area, but there was no water up high where we were, and everything down lower was just trees and stuff, and there wasn't really a lot to look into. So kind of disappointed in that last spot. This is the last evening here, and drove to another completely different area, totally different, down lower. I was hunting before at 11,000 plus feet, and now I'm at like 8,000. Super cool though. And I'm just gonna do some road hunting, so getting a little redneck with it, but what are you gonna do? Sometimes I guess it's good to mix it up a little bit, and I'm pretty exhausted. I'm tired of hiking and all that stuff, so I'm gonna just kind of take it easy and do a little bit of a Hail Mary here and see if I get lucky and spot something off the road, something that's, you know, easy to get to or whatever, and hopefully I get lucky. And if not, then see if I can get a cow tag for third or fourth season here, and maybe I can at least get a cow and get some meat in the freezer. So we'll see how it goes. It is amazing how quickly 5 days can go by. With elk hunting, there is an objective, and it is surely disappointing when that objective is not met. But the experience of being in the woods with some of my favorite people will forever be written in my storybook. The burning in my calves as I climb steep Abbey chutes, how good the sun feels once it finally rises after a frigid morning. Watching the yellow aspen leaves rain down and sitting down to have a delicious warm dinner after a long day of hunting. I just turned 30, and I more and more realize every year how fleeting time is. I will never stop exploring the hobbies I enjoy with the people I love. The elk will continue flourishing, migrating,
roughing it through nature's brutal seasons and doing what they do best, surviving. Meanwhile, I will continue to train, better myself, become stronger, and explore the great outdoors. Will I be chasing down the Wapiti and the Great Rocky Mountains next year and the one after it? You bet your ass.